French. Sorry. Dommage.
Hello. It's your second time here?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel before playing tonight?
I feel good because last time I played on the Cascade and this year I play Grand Seine, as I can see. What a rise. So for me it's very good to come back.
What about the fact your brother is playing tomorrow here?
I'm so sorry that I will not be able to see him, but he's going to Rocket too. You should go to them. Don't go to Phoenix. Go to Fritz.
Do you know Berlin? Berlin ist eine Stadt in Deutschland.
Ja, ich bin aus Berlin.
Cool.
Ja, einfach
Können Sie erzählen ein bisschen
worüber?
über Berlin und die Multikulti-Vision?
Yeah, at the moment Berlin is like a melting pot for, like, most of the money comes in via tourism. So, but this is not only electronic music tourism. It's like a lot of people like to go to the city. They've heard it's cheap to live or cheap to rent an apartment for a week. So, and Berlin has a lot of spaces to offer. What is nice, even beyond electronic music.
You always wear a football shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the signification of that?
Oh, I like football, and this summer I wear the shirt of my team who won this year, so I was everywhere where I went. I was the happiest artist everywhere, so it was a very good summer for me.
You're from Berlin?
I'm from Berlin.
You're supporting München?
Yeah, that is because I'm from East Berlin, so I was not allowed to watch the Bundesliga. You know, I was born in socialist Germany. So when I was a kid, I was not allowed to watch Western Bundesliga. So we watched it like hiddenly, silently. So at this time, I don't know how it came. I saw the Bayern and it got stronger every year. So.
Award for your bikers?
Yes. Yeah, especially for him. Yeah, 68 years. Like when you say you are at the point of your career where it cannot get better. Look at this man, he's 68 and he came to the top in this age, so it can always happen.
It's difficult for the future.
Yeah, it doesn't make it easier, yes.
Do you think about that when you are in concert, when you are to...
Oh, this summer, yes. This summer when I played it, sometimes I was imagining that last minute at the final where we just won. Yes, that's true.
Do you are afraid of the top?
No, I'm not, but because I know it's much more difficult to stay on the top than to go there.
And you can confirm?
Yeah, so I can identify.
Will you try to transform the grass in dance floor tonight?
Oh yes, I will. That's the thing, I will do that. Yeah, I think because the last show when I was here 2 years ago, it was quite well, so good. I thought it's better to play on the Grand Seine. So, yeah.
And how do you see it? I mean, are you gonna change something? I mean, you're going to change something, but how do you see it? Because it's bigger. The scene is bigger.
It won't change anything. Not for me.
Oh yeah. There are no difference between playing in a small club and in a festival?
Oh yes, there are, but it's between like Cascade and Grand Seine is not such a big difference anymore. But between a club and a stage like this, yes.
What's your favorite as a DJ? Do you prefer to play in club or in festival?
I play like the summer and the summer before, not so much in the clubs anymore. I was there for so many years, so now it's the stages, and somehow I like it better. It's more secure also for me.
Are there artists you want to see tonight, or?
No, I would see my brother tomorrow, but I'm not here anymore, unfortunately. So, but I've heard I looked to Hani El Khatib, but he's playing at the same time like me, so dommage.
You have a special relationship with the festival Rock and Seine. You ever play here? Could you describe your feeling with the public, with the festival here?
I would more subsum it under like France and French festivals. So I was at Musilac and also Garo Rock and VVA Charue. So how those were, and when I just compared for tonight, it's going to be very good. Was those three were one of the few of the best shows this summer. So France was good for me this year so far.
And what do you think about the fact that a lot of festivals that are supposed to be rock festivals ask electronic music artists to come to perform on? Because you've been performing in Garo Rock.
Yeah, I think that has to do with that. I think also like let's call it like a new generation of people go to festivals are not so locked anymore. Like I only want to listen to rock music, only this, only that. So and it turned out that even on a rock festival where you have on the big stage only really rock music, that when I play at the end, this can get fluffy there. It's going to be very nice. So maybe because also the people want to dance or to dance to the girl beside them. So hey, it's great, and not just like standing there listening. What is the singer singing? So maybe that is also a reason for that.
And have you been listening to rock music when you were?
Oh no, never.
No, never.
Do you have organized your playlist for today, or do you let an improvisation?
Not yet, not fully. It's 90 minutes, so I have to switch a little bit between the concert length. When I play like a real concert was like 3 hours, and so this time it's again much shorter. So, but most of it, yes.
And do you urge the different artists to follow the different trend for
No.
you? Or
No, I just
concentrate
I
only
stay for
on
myself.
your
Exactly, yeah.
And in studio, it's the same sometimes?
What?
To concentrate only on the...
I always, it's much better to make like thoughts about if you make music. If you're just a music lover, it's good to see everyone. But if you make music yourself, maybe you should find it out yourself. It's maybe the better solution just to stay for yourself and get not so many influences. Even that sounds crazy, but sometimes it's better not to get so many influences.
Do you have any advice to give to the young people that want to become as successful as you?
Yeah, plan a couple of years for this. Now, it took me 20 or 21 years of doing this to sit here. So plan that it will take around that long, because if you think now make music and I do it now for 3 years and now something needs to happen, it can happen, you know, but mostly those artists are down as fast as they come up. So I think the secret of it is that you do this for and again for many years, because just to be the star for one summer, it's not so difficult. Fun and work. If they come together, you're perfect. It comes together.
Is there an artist, DJ or not, you would like to play with, except your brother?
Also with my brother. He plays better alone, and I also play better alone. So I can understand that some people say, "Hey man, we really want to see you playing together." But if you want to hear like the best outcome, then those two shows should be separate.
So we cannot expect to see one day Polka with featuring with Norman.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day, but we're old. So the money is all gone. Then maybe.
your album, the new songs, what you wanted to put in it, what's the difference with the older songs?
To me, it's like the new one is a little bit like, let's say, like the essence of all the other albums, you know. So it's like, so maybe it's a little bit like a cross through everything I did before. So it has this, how would you call it, this ravey element, you know, this energy from the early years, as well as it's like streaming like the self album. So it, like all the stuff what I did before comes a little bit together in that album.
What are your projects after this album?
At the moment we're planning a remix album where I have asked artists, but only artists who are my friends, to remix my oeuvre, and we hope we can release that at the end of the year.
You are a DJ, a musician.
I'm not a DJ, I play live on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, no DJ, nothing, no spinning.
Okay, sorry. And you are also a producer. What do you prefer to do?
On stage, I prefer on stage. Because it looks a little bit like less work, you know? In the studio, it's much more work. It's taking much more time. So, I think it's normal, like.
And I saw that you did a movie, like Berlin. What, do you have some projects in that?
In films, we always thought to maybe make a second part of Berlin Calling, but this is still in such an early planning phase that there's nothing really to tell about. But of course, this is in our minds that we maybe could make another movie of this, but maybe we should not, because the cool movie is only one. We will see what the future brings.
You've been several times to the festival I Love Techno.
Yeah.
Will you be here this year?
No, this year not. But maybe in the following years again. Maybe yes. But this year, unfortunately, not.
You always wear kind of shirt, like soccer shirts. Maybe you have a signification about that?
What?
Soccer shirts?
Yeah. I like football.
You like football, but I've seen you with a lot of different shirts, like about your favorite team or something?
Yeah, it's the Bayern. So, but especially in the movie, we was wearing like national teams, France, Italy. It was more like a reminiscence to like big players like Platini, Maradona, Cruyff, Pelé. So it was actually more about those vintage shirts worn by big players in the past.
And I have a more like general question maybe. What is your, how do you like, the best way of saying it is maybe the social networks, you know, on the websites.
Facebook,
for instance. How do you reach your community? Do you have a special communication with them, or?
No, I actually cannot even log in there. It's done by the professionals who take care of the site. But as a distribution tool, with so many fans on the site, you just can say, without any advertisement, hey, new album, out now, click here. That's it. That's actually what the dream of distribution. We always thought to bring it to people who already said, I like that.
So you don't communicate with them like personally?
No.
And you don't want to?
With 2.3 million people, you should not open your account and answer to people directly back. Don't open that thing. It's the box of Pandora, I tell you.
Thank you.
Which kind of songs do you listen when you are under your shower?
When I do what is?
What type of songs do you listen when you are taking your shower?
Oh no. When I'm in the shower, I whistle myself. So and also when I'm at home, most of the time I sing and whistle myself. So I don't need to listen to any other music. So it's full of the la la.
Do you think internet changed the way of people listen to music and
Oh yes, it did already, because as you can hear, like in the US, where there's always the engine for the changes, what will come to us a little bit later, it's already like the young people actually just have Spotify. They use it actually like radio, you know, so because they're not like us who learn to live without computers and with computers and need to store things on their own hard drives. They don't even think like this. Why do I want to store it to make my computer full? I need the cell phone for all the films I take. So they actually just have it there because they know it's always there.
Is it stressful for you to have this, to have to work maybe faster,
No, you actually just should know that this is the way how it runs, and your idea of earning money is just maybe get 1% of all those people who like your music so much that they would say, I go to iTunes and download that.
We can say now you are playing all over the world. What do you think of French public, and which public is your favorite?
I don't have a favorite, but it was always good for me in France here. Like even before the movie, when I was smaller, I had many gigs in France. I also lived in France in 2006 in Aix-en-Provence for half a year.
It's my home.
Yeah, I come from there. I lived there. It was also the Cézanne year, so. No, it was always a very thankful audience here in this country. Also this summer.
What is your best moment on stage and your worst moment on stage?
The worst moment was like I think 2 years ago in Berlin, like our last big concert show of a big tour, and I had some technical difficulties who made it impossible to continue play, and it took like more than 1 hour to fix it. I mean, we fixed it and I played then longer, but that was bad. I had like to try it again like 5 times, go on stage and sorry, I can't do anything. That was shit. Everything else goes to the best moment.
I know you're a big fan of French Riviera, Nice, Cannes, etc. We often see you there. Do you plan to go there later, another time, or not at all?
This year?
Or next year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So also when these people will ask me again, I will come again. Of course.
I'll be there.
Weren't you surprised that the Rock asked you only 2 years after you've been performing to come back?
It actually, yes, should be a bit bigger gap in between that, but sometimes you have some festivals where they say, we have Billy Idol every year, since 1986, something like this exists. So maybe, yeah. Let's see. Last year I couldn't come, that was my wedding day, so maybe I would have been here even last year. That's in the past. Ja, bitte? 5 Minuten. Sein.
Your brother is playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Will you be there to watch him?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, where are you going to?
Home.
Playing?
Oh no, that's not true. I'm on the vacation with my wife. We go to Reims and we stay there until like Friday or something.
You drink champagne?
Not, but I've heard that there's a champagne tour in Reims, and I'm supposed to go on this. But maybe I will.
How you feel before playing, like on one of the big stages in France? You feel like stressful or no?
No, it's like when you play the first time like a big scene like this, what is completely different than a techno club with like a couple of hundreds of people. Then yes, but from a certain level of size, you know, that doesn't make any difference anymore. If it's not like 5,000 people, it's just a lot of people, or like 50,000. There, the margins for yourself when you stand there, it's not so big anymore. Like once you come on there, it's a move, but from then it's not so. It's kind of same. For me, from downstairs it looks much different. Than,
So you feel good? You feel good?
I always feel good.
Perfect.
So happy to go on stage.
By the way, your movie was very good.
How do you explain that you and your brother are making music and quite the same style of music?
Oh no, we don't. Especially after my last and after his last album.
Yes, but it's not rock and rap, you know. It's,
Okay, yeah, no.
Okay.
We have the same socialization. We grew up in the same city around the same time. He's just 4 years younger. So kind of the same influences. So and Germany is a techno country more than any other country. So
do you think the there have been influences on each other music?
Yes, like more in the background. Like it's not, you know, the foreground working together. And yeah, for sure. When he was younger, I could help him a little bit. Also, sometimes I listened to his way of making like claps and snaps and stuff. Like a couple of years ago, I said, "Oh, that's very nice." So it's more like what we would call it, the handwork way. But no, he is so busy. He has no time for me anymore.
Do you know what you would do if you wanted making music? Did you already think about it?
What I would do, I have not learned anything different, so I have to stick with it. So.
Maybe soccer player.
That is when you were young and you're like, it's together soccer player, astronaut, but also policeman and firefighter, you know? Now you think, really? So, yeah, dreams of the boys. No, I don't know, like, it's like, I started this with electronic music. I was also DJing when I was very young, at a very young age. And so this dream is quite an old one. Yes. So I had it quite like when you are 18 or 17, most of the people don't know yet really what they want to do. At this time I was quite sure yet that this should be that. Please.
Last question.
You say that sometimes you play with your brother, you help your brother, and
Back in the days, like I speak of 10 years ago.
Is there a sort of musical melting pot in Berlin, and do you participate in this?
I think there are 1,000 different melting pots in Berlin, and I don't participate. I'm busy with the music. Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
See you later on the show.